So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today in this video we do have another toy haul and unboxing video for you. Plus I'm going to do like a little quick non-spoilery review of Star Wars The Last Jedi after I unbox what I got in the mail. I only got one package in the mail with a couple of figures in it. Been a little bit slow so far in December with figure releases, but for now we did get this one box here and pretty excited for the figures in here. So let's see what we got from Ami. And if you guys want to talk spoilers of Star Wars The Last Jedi, feel free to do it in the comments below, but make sure you just put spoiler just for people who haven't seen the movie yet, which I don't see why people haven't seen it yet, because I think it made $220 million already, and it hasn't even been out for a week yet, so I'm pretty sure most of you have saw the movie so far. But with the movie, I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. But I'll get more into that after I show you what figures I got in the mail from Ami here. So let's see what we got. And it is some SH Figure Arts Star Wars figures, and it is that bonus pack that comes with the BB4. We have Rey right here from The Last Jedi, which I really loved Rey's parts throughout the movie. My favorite was definitely Kylo Ren. Just like with The Force Awakens, he was my favorite character then also. And of course, Luke was my favorite character in The Last Jedi as well. And then this pack here does come with Rey and the last Praetorian Guard. They made 3 of them. And it is this one here. I think this one might be my favorite out of all of them. Not sure if I'm going to keep this though. When I first bought these, I did want to get the Praetorian Guards, besides the one with the really weird looking helmet. Not sure if I'm going to keep this or sell it. Same with the BB4 here. But Rey, this is the main reason why I got this pack. I feel like I should have just bought Rey by herself, you know what I mean? But very excited for the Rey figure. It does look great and looks much better than the Mafex Rey. I do like this version of Rey also from The Last Jedi compared to The Force Awakens, but to tell you the truth, I like The Force Awakens a lot more than The Last Jedi. I feel like J.J. Abrams just should have directed that entire trilogy. I don't like when they switch up directors with movies, because it has a different feel. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it's in the same universe. I don't think I'm going to be reviewing these figures. Like I said, I might be selling them. But my next review is definitely going to be The Last Jedi Rey right here. And I cannot wait to get The Last Jedi Luke Skywalker, which we still have about 5 months for that release. But the figure does look pretty dope. Like I said, she was cool in the movie. And then here's the last Praetorian Guard. And these guys, let me just tell you, they had my favorite scene in the movie. And if you saw the movie, you know what scene I'm talking about. That was probably one of my favorite Star Wars scenes in any Star Wars film, any action scene. With the Praetorian Guards in The Last Jedi, that was so freaking sick. I love the way that was shot. The action was just fantastic in that part right there. And I'd go back to see, I do want to see the movie again because I still don't know what to think of it. But I would just go back to see that movie just for that scene. And I feel like the movie is worth watching just because of that scene right there. I mean, I'm not really too happy with Rian Johnson's delivery with this movie, but with the action, he really did a fantastic job with it. The cinematography looked beautiful in the movie, just very nice, wide, beautiful shots in the movies, and just the way certain scenes were shot were done very well. But like what I was saying before, I wish Disney just left this entire trilogy to J.J. Abrams. I feel like Episode 8 would have been much more different. How I feel right now about The Last Jedi, I feel like it's really not a sequel to The Force Awakens. It feels like 2 totally different movies, which it should, and of course it will, because it's 2 different directors, but it doesn't feel like a sequel to The Last Jedi. That's my own personal opinion about it. I like The Force Awakens a lot more than The Last Jedi. Yeah, there was a lot of awesome, cool things going on in The Last Jedi, but I did have some issues with the movie that I really wasn't too happy about. And this might be like a minor spoiler, so if you haven't seen it, you don't want to know anything, stop watching the video right now or skip to the very end. But every Star Wars movie, when I go see a Star Wars movie, and I feel like a lot of people are like this as well, you expect to see at least one lightsaber duel. And in this Star Wars, we didn't get one lightsaber duel with two Force users. You don't see any lightsabers clash. You don't see a lightsaber clash with another lightsaber from two Force users. And it's like, what the hell? Where is the lightsaber duel? There has to be at least one. I mean, there kind of was one. The Praetorian Guard part wasn't a lightsaber duel. It was... Alright, I'm talking spoilers now. So it was Rey and it was Kylo Ren fighting the Praetorian Guards, which was definitely the best part in the movie. I feel like it was hands down best part in the damn movie. That part was just freaking amazing. But they didn't even have a lightsaber duel, Rey and Kylo Ren. And I know you guys saw it because I'm talking spoilers. At the end, we all know Luke Skywalker comes back, right, to face off against the First Order. And Kylo Ren now is running the First Order. And Luke, I do like how they added some new like Jedi abilities in it. I thought that was pretty cool. But Luke really wasn't there. He was pretty much matrixing Kylo Ren's moves when they faced off. And I was really excited for that scene. I loved it. I thought they did a good job with it, but I wanted more. They didn't give Luke Skywalker the send-off he should have gotten. You couldn't have given us at least one more lightsaber duel with Luke Skywalker against Kylo Ren. Like, come on, Rian Johnson. I know the guy wrote and directed it. I mean, you couldn't have thrown that in there. It's a damn Star Wars movie. Put one lightsaber duel in it. What the hell was that all about? You know, that's my biggest issue with that movie. And my other biggest issue is I feel like Luke Skywalker's send-off shouldn't have been done the way it was. It was good in a way, but it left me, it made me want more. I didn't really feel like we got what we deserved with Luke Skywalker's last time in a Star Wars movie. We didn't get the Luke Skywalker send-off that I feel like we should have gotten, and I know a lot of people feel the same way about that. I loved every scene with Luke Skywalker, don't get me wrong, when he reunited with Chewie, and especially R2 and Leia. That reminded me exactly of Mark Hamill's Luke Skywalker in the original trilogy, and that put a huge smile on my face. And I just thought those were some of my favorite scenes as well. And like, that is Luke Skywalker right there. Mark Hamill definitely brought him back in the movie. Some parts he doesn't really act like Luke Skywalker, but I understand the story they were telling with him, what happened with him and Kylo. So that didn't really bother me. I loved everything with Luke Skywalker. Don't get me wrong about that. I just feel like his send-off wasn't as good as it should have been. You know what I mean? And I think Kylo Ren is the best part of this new trilogy. Adam Driver is just fantastic in the Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. He did an even better job acting. The dude really knows how to portray that character. He did a fantastic job playing Kylo Ren, and Rey is another one of my favorite characters as well. Oh yeah, another issue I have, I feel like Luke didn't even train Rey. She's still not even at least trained a little bit. He just was teaching her how to... He told her to reach out for the Force, was trying to teach her like what the Force is, to try to feel it and everything. And that's pretty much all that he told her, or taught her. And that was it. After that, he went to train her the second day when he accepted her as his student. And all he pretty much did was explain to her what happened between him and Kylo Ren back when Luke had his Jedi training school. And you got a few different stories of how that happened. 2 different ones from Luke and 1 from Kylo, which I thought that was pretty cool. A lot of people hated it and said Luke Skywalker would never do that, but I mean, that didn't bother me as much as other people, so I didn't really care about that. I thought it was fine for the story. It is kind of weird that Luke Skywalker did pull out his lightsaber and look like he was going to strike down his damn nephew. You know, I mean, if the guy's willing to try to save his father, and his father was the most evil human being in the galaxy, I don't think Luke Skywalker would really pull out his lightsaber and strike down his nephew, because he saw into his mind and saw like him going to the dark side and saw that Snoke got to him. The Luke Skywalker that we do know, I feel like he would have tried to help him, even though he said he believed he was beyond help. It was a little weird, but it didn't bother me as much as other people. I don't know what to think of the movie yet. I need to see it again. I really don't know what to think of The Last Jedi yet, and I feel like my biggest issue that I feel like was with the movie is that they switched directors and someone else wrote it. You know what I mean? So it felt like a different movie, and I feel like J.J. Abrams should have just had the directing and writing all to himself for the entire trilogy. I know the original writer for A New Hope did write The Force Awakens with J.J. Abrams. I wouldn't have minded that, but I feel like J.J. really should have had a bigger part in writing the movie, and he should have just directed it. Rian Johnson's getting his own trilogy, which I'm completely fine with, but why are you gonna give him his own trilogy and not give J.J. Abrams his own freaking trilogy? Like, come on, it's J.J. Abrams. The dude is a fantastic director, as we all saw with The Force Awakens, and it seems like more people enjoyed The Force Awakens over The Last Jedi. I mean, if you loved it, that's awesome. If you didn't like it, that's fine. That's everyone's own personal opinion about how they feel about a movie, which everybody has. Everybody has their own opinion. Personally, for me, I didn't love it and I didn't hate it. I don't know what to think of the movie yet, to tell you the truth. I do need to see it a second time, and a lot of people do say you need to see it a second time to have a better feeling about the movie, but to me, it just felt like it really wasn't a sequel to The Force Awakens. Oh yeah, and the whole thing with Rey's parents, I didn't mind at all. I thought that was actually pretty cool. I liked that idea that they did with Rey saying she was pretty much a nobody, which is cool because they're saying that anybody can be a hero, anybody can have the ability to use the Force, you know what I mean? So I thought that was a really cool little message they put in the movie, and it's pretty much Disney trying to expand the Star Wars universe since now they have the rights to it. I was completely shocked that Kylo Ren did kill Snoke and Snoke actually died. I'm like, geez, he just got Darth Mauled. Kylo Ren just Darth Mauled Snoke, which I'm perfectly fine with, and it just caught me so off guard. I was like, that's it? That's the big showdown with Snoke? That dude went out like a bitch, but he was extremely powerful, I'll tell you that. He was really strong with the Force. Hell, I would even love to see Luke and Snoke go at it. I mean, that would have been a great send-off for Luke Skywalker, you know? I mean, like, that is my biggest issue, is they didn't give Luke Skywalker the send-off that I feel like the character deserved, you know what I mean? Yeah, he did redeem himself in a way at the end of the movie, but, I mean, we couldn't have gotten just one lightsaber dueling movie with Luke Skywalker. I feel like it would have been much better if that end scene was Luke and Kylo Ren clashing lightsaber blades. I feel like that would have made the movie that much better, because you can't have a damn Star Wars movie without at least one lightsaber battle. But enough of me rambling on. Like I said, I do need to see it again. I don't love the movie. I don't hate the movie. As of right now, I think it was a pretty good movie. I was entertained in it. I had a fun time watching it, but I still don't know what to make of the movie, and I feel like J.J. Abrams should have been the director and writer for the entire trilogy, and Rian Johnson just should have been on his own with his own trilogy that Disney is giving him. I feel like The Force Awakens and then The Last Jedi actually would have felt like the sequel to The Force Awakens. It just, I don't know if you guys know what I mean. It just doesn't feel like it's, The Last Jedi just doesn't feel like it was the true sequel to The Force Awakens, you know what I mean? It just felt like a different Star Wars universe, which I'm perfectly fine with, but it didn't feel like The Last Jedi Star Wars universe, which is the universe that they first drew us into, bringing back this trilogy with the original characters and everything. So that to me, I don't know why they had to switch up directors. Meanwhile, J.J. Abrams is doing the third and final film anyway. It's like, well, why'd you not just leave him on for all three movies, you know? But if you guys want to talk more spoilers and more about the movies, comment it in the comments below, and we can BS about The Last Jedi. And like I said, The Force Awakens I did like a lot more over The Last Jedi, but The Last Jedi was still an entertaining, fun movie to watch. I didn't hate it or love it or anything. But anyway guys, that is my toy haul and unboxing video and my quick little review and thoughts about Star Wars The Last Jedi. There's a few more figures that are going to be releasing this month. It's going to be hard for me to be making videos between Christmas and New Year's because I'm going to go visit my mom around Christmas this weekend. Then I'm going to be visiting my dad the following weekend for New Year's Eve and stuff. But I will try to get some videos up because the SH Figure Arts TN should be releasing. I should be getting Yamcha in later this week. The Batman Begins Mafex figure I should be getting in very soon. And the SH Figure Arts Wonder Woman should be releasing any day now too. I feel like she's going to release on Friday, so I think, oh yeah, and then the SH Figure Arts Homecoming Spider-Man homemade suit is also going to be releasing this month as well. So we do have a bunch of reviews to look forward to, so be on the lookout for those and my unboxing videos of them. And if we get some more figure news, look out for those videos as well. But anyway, that's my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, just give it a thumbs up anyway, because action figures are awesome. But thanks for watching. I will see you later.